Texas flying migrants to Chicago amid record surge. Here is what's going on. Governor Greg Abbott has pushed for a new law that allows Texas to control its own borders, stating that the situation is dire. But not only that, but they've also started putting a lot of these migrants on planes and flying them out to Chicago, New York, and the like. This apparently has become a major point of contention or major problem, especially on Twitter. There's that one lady who found out that apparently there was some undocumented migrants on the fucking plane with her and lost her goddamn mind and has been talking about how she's doing investigative journalism now. And like her investigative journalism, what is she doing with her investigative journalism? It's going up to people that she suspects are actual undocumented migrants with a phone camera and being like, do you have any diseases? Are you a Mexican who is diseased? You know, that kind of thing, which is sick. In my opinion, she's like, why is nobody talking about these diseased Guatemalans on this plane with us? Here, oh, St. Clair Ashley, here it is. Oh, she's a fucking Babylon Bee chick. Entire flight full of migrants being shipped from processing centers on Delta. Are taxpayer dollars paying for this? So she posted this, and at first I thought like, wow, like an ally, you know? She's looking at this and going like, well, before our taxpayer dollars paying for this, I thought she was trying to show the undignified way that we are like processing people in this goddamn country. And then I realized, because I didn't look at her fucking actual description on her account, oh my God, no, she's just like an insanely racist person. The amount of people on the flight who were genuinely concerned but too afraid to speak up is insane. First of all, imagine going to an airport and being scared of seeing migrants. You're at a fucking airport. That is literally where the most amount of non-citizens exist per capita on a daily fucking basis. You're so fucking stupid. Fuck! Airports are where migration happens! Fuck you! Okay, that's number one. Like, the idea that you're on a plane with migrants is terrifying to you? Are you the victim of a lobotomy? That's what fucking planes are for, you absolute baboon. What are you saying? Every single flight you're on, there are going to be people on that flight that are foreign. Okay? Like, that's where you literally, that's it. That's what people use planes for. Elon Musk, of course, in the bottom of we got to get to the bottom of this is wow, because he is the most horny moron on the fucking planet. Okay? But it continues.
Next airport right now, I'm waiting to board my flight to New York, to JFK, and it looks like we have a whole lot of migrants who are also boarding this flight.
Once went to Mexico on vacation. It was full of Mexican immigrants. I can't.
That the U.S. Phoenix airport right now, I'm waiting to board my flight to New York, to JFK, and it looks like we have a whole lot of migrants who are also boarding this flight that the U.S. taxpayers are paying for. This is what the U.S. taxpayers are paying for right here. Premium seats on
premium seats. Yeah, they all got the exit rows. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude, listen. Like, racism is one thing, right? Very commonplace. A lot of Americans are racist. But like, even the most Klan robe wearing motherfucker knows, like, the international airport is one place where you're gonna see some fucking non-Americans, dog. Like, that's the one place where you're guaranteed. Okay? It's like jumping in the fucking pool and complaining that you got wet. What are you doing? It's so stupid. Like, what is happening here? What the She literally said, I can't believe how scary it is that there are foreigners at the fucking airport. And then 46,000 people like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. We need lobotomies. We need lobotomies.
Delta, that they have people coming here. We're paying for this, shipping them out to New York City, because guess what? Everywhere else is at capacity. So they have these sanctuary cities like New York that they're now shipping these migrants to, that we're all paying for.
Do you carry a portable migrant detector or something? They're carrying all bags from the processing center, you doofus. Unlike you, I leave my house and have visited the border and processing centers. This is how they turn every state into a border state. Our tax dollars are funding this disaster, completely abhorrent. Yeah, except like, it's not Joe Biden sending the migrants to fucking New York, stupid. It's usually the Republicans in every border state that do this specifically as a political thing. Please do something. There's been some sort of pressure that can be placed on these airlines. What are they going to do? What are they going to, what is the, like, the airlines can no longer carry immigrants? Like, that's what you think is going to happen? Like, hello, sorry, you're literally not allowed to fucking fly black people and brown people? Like, what's happening? The real problem here is that you're shipping people to other states, I assume, without their consent. At least, according to prior instances, they literally ship people to Martha's Vineyard without their knowledge. Sanctuary City, Chicago started obstructing and targeting our busing mission. Texas will now expand our operation to include flights to Chicago. Until Biden steps up to secure the border, we will continue to provide overwhelming Texas border towns with much needed relief. Like Greg Abbott's using his own tax dollars. Like, get mad at him. Get mad at him. Some weirdo was doing the same shit in New York City. Just ran into a group of African migrants from Guinea heading to New York City. They had documents from Catholic Community Services Southern Arizona, Inc. I'm seeing migrants all over the place here at this airport. This is insane. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, of course you're seeing migrants at the airport. It's a fucking airport. I want to die. I want to perish. I cannot do this. I'm seeing this new trend of fucking foreigners at the airport. That's crazy, man. No fucking way, dog. No fucking way. Like, how do you... Oh, my God. This is so bad. He posed as an officer to see their info, too. I hope he goes to jail if he did that, okay? Like, harassing random motherfuckers at the airport. Oh, here, this is the other part. I saw this, too. Oh, my God. Ew. Yuck. Gross. Kimberly Guilfoyle. Ugh. Anyway, I'm speaking to pilots who were telling me about 20% of their flights are this way. They're saying 20%. I'm talking to pilots. Kimberly Guilfoyle, let me tell you, I'm talking to pilots, and they're saying 20% of the people that they're flying are black and brown. Yeah. And they have no way to stop it. Kimberly, there's black people flying. Some of them are foreigners. Some of them look foreign. Others are foreign. And brown ones, too. We need to shut down this air travel thing, okay, until we figure out what the hell's going on with this air travel situation.
Story. Apparently, pilots have been reaching out to you to expose even more. What have you learned and what are they saying to you?
I'm seeing so much concerning stuff that honestly, if I'm being honest with you, is incredibly difficult to process mentally just to see the entire scope of.
Yeah, it is difficult to process things for you mentally because you're fucking stupid.
How long this has been going on, for one, and two, just the vast scope of all of these things. I was sent boarding passes that the name printed on them quite literally say no name given. I'm speaking to pilots who are telling me about 20% of their flights are this way. I'm speaking.
Bro, what are you saying right now? First of all, like at any given moment in any fucking airport, there are going to be migrants, okay? Like the distinction between someone who is, I guess, fresh from the border, who is an asylum seeker, and someone who is just a tourist is completely negligible in the situation. Okay? The only reason why you would ever be mad at this is if you're going to be mad at the actual governors taking this decision, making this decision, and like shipping people around without any care or consideration for their well-being, instead of fucking processing them in the states that they enter the country in. Okay? What the fuck? Who cares? I don't understand it.
Speaking to pilots who say, one told me, Ashley, I don't know who the hell's boarding my plane, which is.
As opposed to what? Like, you do know normally? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, dude. When I board a plane, the pilot comes and sucks my dick, actually, and everyone else's dick personally. That's how they always know. That's how I thought that's how pilots greeted you, right? Like, they come over and they say, Mr. Hasan Piker, thank you so much for flying with Delta today. Here, if you would accompany me to the bathroom, I will suck your. So glad, I get such hands-on service at Delta. Pilots are now, they're now saying, I don't know how, who is entering my flight. I always know.
Obviously a security concern. They're bypassing traditional security screenings that you and I have to go to, while I'm getting the extra checks and, there's so.
What are you saying? They're bypassing. Oh my God. I'm going to die. What is she saying? Like, she's saying that like migrants, undocumented migrants, different than like other kinds of migrants, okay? Or foreigners in general, flying around in airports at any given day on a daily fucking basis, which comprise of like a shit ton of the people that you see in an airport. I want you to understand something. Like, when you go to an airport, that is like the place where you see foreign people, non-Americans, okay? That's like how they come into the country. That's how they leave the country. That's how they go from one place to the other. Like, the likelihood that you're going to see someone who is not American dramatically increases when you're at an airport, which is why it's so funny to make this argument at a fucking airport, okay? But also, it's not enough that, this is a big deal for them. She has to, like, pad the stats a little bit. And she's like, yeah, Kimberly, believe me, like, they're actually bypassing TSA. Like, they don't even have to wait. I heard Joe Brandon gave them TSA pre-check. They don't even have to take, Kimberly, they don't have to take their shoes off. They don't have to take their shoes off. And I heard they got free pre-check without actually being pre-checked. Yeah.
So many in our country who are getting additional screenings because they were in DC on the wrong day.
Happens to me and Don Jr. every day. It's like bananas.
Yes. So, an average everyday American.
Oh, man. So sorry to hear that.
Citizens are getting these checks because they happen to be in DC on a certain day. But these people are bypassing all of that. And there's no answers. What's really concerning is the pilots have no idea. They're left in the dark. There's coalitions of pilots and groups of pilots and flight attendants and airline staff who have formed little groups to try to figure out what's going on, because there's been no messaging from corporate to say, hey, these people do not have tradition.
Why? Why would anybody... Okay. Why would the fucking Delta executives be like, hey, by the way, I know you're, a person who flies every day, which means that you fly a shit ton of non-Americans every day. Just so you know, there's going to be like 10% extra foreigners on the flight today. Like, what do you do? Like, why would that need to be told to the fucking pilots? I don't understand why this deserves investigation. It is quite literally the one fucking job where you are always dealing with non-Americans. Why is there an additional heads up necessary? What the fuck is she saying?
Traditional screenings, maybe we need extra security. Nothing. I had one pilot who spoke to James O'Keefe and I last night.
Oh, James O'Keefe. There we go.
Airport right now.
My Delta flight from Phoenix, when I asked the Delta representative if this was the case, his response was, what does it matter? They're humans too. What is happening? Oh, I didn't even read that part. No one tell her they put criminals on planes sometimes? Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Yes. Oh, my God. If only she found out that, like, yeah, sometimes you literally are flying on a plane and there's a dude who's in handcuffs on the plane with you. You might not recognize it. You might not be aware of it. But there's always, no, not Con Air, man. No, like literally, they transport prisoners. They transport prisoners from prison to prison via like commercial airlines. That happens too. I don't know. I just personally find it really funny to be this upset about a thing that is so normal. Look, have you consistently misrepresented issues, or is this a tactic to divert attention and generate clicks from nothing? His beloved Democrats are stomping on democracy, hunting down opposition like it's 1933 Germany, and the clown chief is talking nonsense like this. Sums everything you need to know up about HasanAbi Piker. What is your politics? I am losing my mind. You're calling me HasanAbi Piker, but you're saying like the Democrats are hunting down their political oppositions? Why are you a fucking psychopathic Republican who is repeating the memes created in liberal communities about how I am not sufficiently I'm not anti-Israel in the way that they want me to be? What the fuck? I don't understand it. I thought this was a meme that liberal communities made, and yet there are so many fucking Nazis in these liberal communities who also hate Nazis themselves.
Who said there was a man and a few other people were brought in handcuffs to the plane, put on the plane, this migrant, and then, left there. They didn't have any additional security there. It was just the flight attendants and everyone else left to deal with this guy in case he was a security risk. And as we're seeing now, the air marshals aren't even at the airport, Kim, because they're being sent down to the border because we're seeing an unprecedented number of them crossing. Yeah. So we don't have air marshals at the border. We have an insane number of people being dropped off by bus.
He's even worse. He's a my dude ass millennial Republican. My dude, since you became a dictator, you can do it yourself. I think I know where my dude is coming from, though. My duder. Yeah, we're sending the air marshals to the border to fucking combat. I don't know what. We won't let the air marshals be in the air no longer. They're ground marshals. These are no longer air marshals in the air. They're ground marshals, brother. Watch out. What are the odds that these people are being spurned and encouraged across the border for the propaganda material? Has anyone talked to them? Oh, dude, there's a ton of people that want to come into America. Trust me. You don't have to like fucking encourage people. Or like pay them to do such a thing. The problem is how we treat them once they come in. That's the issue here. And then they end up in shelters like here in Chicago where there isn't adequate care and they're all getting sick. Yeah. Oh, this is the new. I saw this earlier. This lady has been going crazy because I responded to her. She's going nuts. So yesterday I talked about Ashley St. Clair talking about how like there's immigrants at the airport and that's fucking terrifying. Obviously, that's not the only thing she's trying to say, but I'm making a joke about like a person getting mad about seeing migrants at a fucking airport. Like, what's the big problem with undocumented migrants at an airport versus documented migrants who have a visa? The only thing is a fucking stamp of approval. That's it. They're still human beings. Right? Here's both QRT screenshot. I'm sorry, I really can't take anybody who types this way or misrepresents points this aggressively to make up their lack of counter argument. Yawn. This is my official invite for Hasan Piker to leave his multi-million-dollar mansion. Oh, this is like before or after Googling me. This is my official invite for Hasan Piker to leave his multi-million-dollar mansion to come down to the border and processing facilities with me. Come see the issues for yourself and then tell me it's just an issue with foreigners. Though he probably won't fly since he doesn't fly over. Ironically, COVID health concerns. So does this dumbass think I don't fly at all? I went to Tokyo twice since then. What? This is pretty funny. I like that her own against me is that I'm successful and I have a house. That person got their information from Florida-based podcast. Yeah, she must have just like seen one fucking Tim Pool article or some shit. I love this shit though. Like, this is just like pre-Googling me. I'm sorry, but I really can't take anybody seriously who types this way or misrepresents the point this aggressively to make up a counter. Post-Googling me, this is the best she got. That's sad as fuck, dog. But yeah, the real reason why she posted, that she double quoted, was because she saw that I was about to fucking ratio her ass, which I did. Which I didn't even think I would, because her tweet was sitting at like fucking 40,000 likes yesterday when I quote retweeted it. Okay? And that's her counter. That's sad. All expenses paid, Hasan. I'll even put you in the air-conditioned car once an hour to make all caps tweets about me so you feel like you're at home in your Whittle gaming chair. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, this actually seems kind of fun. The problem, of course, is that what is this video about her? I don't want to know what this is. I don't want to touch this with a fucking 50-foot pole. I actually don't want to know about her. I'm fine. I don't want to know about the other guy. I don't know anything, okay? I don't want to know anything. I'm good. I'm good on that, fam. I never want to know about some fucking dude I don't know about, okay? If I don't know about a dude, in the realm of like bread tube or politics or whatever, don't try to fucking convince me to learn about a dude. I'm happy not knowing. You know what I mean? Ignorance is blissful, dog. And then there's like a library of content that is dedicated to that guy who will probably be bad or something. Or maybe he's good. I don't fucking know. Right? But then there's like all the guys who hate the dude that are going to come in here and be like, you watch that dude? You're a fucking piece of shit. You're a real piece of work. You know that? Did you know that in 2017 he said this? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to know. No more dudes. I know enough. Okay? Hey, saw my neighbor down the street just cut their finger off with a skill saw the other day, and his wife is sleeping with his brother. Wow. That's a dude I want to know about. That's my kind of dude. Man, the internet really has broken you. Yes, it 100% has. It has broken me. I don't want to. It's not even like, it's not necessarily like the internet that has broken me. It's very specific subsects of the internet that have broken my brain. I would much rather not deal with the massive amounts of like just like the shit ton of negativity, because it's so super not worth it. You know what I mean? It's just not. every single time I talk about like some online content creator in like the bread tube adjacent space or commentary space, it's always like, wow, dude, fucking can't believe you shit on my boy Xylitol. Like, that's my fucking guy. I will now spend every single waking moment of my life replying to every single tweet that you make about how you're like a sex trafficking pedophile, dude. And it's like, please stop. I'm so sorry. I love Xylitol. I love all the fucking debate guys. They are so good. They're so smart. Please leave me alone. You know what I mean? It's just, there's no other space that has such like untapped. No other fucking space has so much untapped weaponized autism other than like the debate space, which I do as well. And I factor into this as well, but I try to like rein it in as best as possible. Dudes will literally be like, I don't have a job. This is what I do. Or my job is being online anyway, so I'm going to cyber stalk you and harass all of your friends in perpetuity. Oh, do you raid Caroline Kwan? Ooh, turns out she also does politics. I'm going to cyber stalk her too now. Oh, is one of your mods also a streamer, Frogan? I'm going to cyber stalk her too. Oh, did somebody at one point that you collaborated with a bunch said an off-colored remark about white people? Oh, that's it. Going on the cyberstalk list. 39 Dav, you are my enemy in perpetuity. I will never let that go. It's like, please, bro, please, just let it go. Please. Leave me alone. Leave these people alone. All because I said some fucking off-color remark about Xylitol. Okay? Or whatever the Bro, you literally go out of your way not to weaponize us, and there's so many people in here. I know. Because I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. And I think people do take my I do think people take my good-natured ways on this kind of issue and my reluctance to talk about them, and I think they mistake it. They mistake that for like fear, cowardice, that I or that I don't simply have what it takes. It's better not to bring that shit up though, because like it gets really shitty for everyone in my orbit and my family every time this kind of stuff happens. I hate it. It's not worth it. Oh, she's pressing buttons. Calm down. No! Anyway, guys. Love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.